Bishop is asking why we don't see the backside of the moon on flat Earth model. It's like this picture here. Can you show me that if it was on your ceiling? Could you show me the backside of it, or would it just always be looking at you? So you see in the flat Earth, the moon is up in the firmament, and for all we know, it doesn't even have a backside. Hence why we only see one side of it on all of Earth. If the moon is in the firmament is like a molten glass structure according to the Bible, and that would mean that the light is probably refracting and bending the shape of the moon. I'd say bending it a whole lot like you see this picture here, and for all we know, the moon could be concave, similar to this picture, giving it a same appearance that you see. Stay flat, my buds.
Just because being upside down from where you're at on a globe makes sense with fictitious pseudo forces and the religion of scientism and heliocentrism, that doesn't mean that's what flat earthers think. Why would I ever put my compass underneath myself like this? That's just stupid. You realize we don't use our compass on the underside with our feet directly underneath us where we stand now. I mean, you understand that, right? Your compass is a instrument for specific things, like a horizontal XY plane to circle the fixed center point of the magnetic field that it's in. The magnetic or the magnetite Mount Meru in the center that pulls your compass needle can only be measured by the half of your compass needle that you used to indicate what you're doing, the red half. The top of the mountain is one end of the bar magnet. The bottom of the mountain is the other end of the bar magnet. Stand your fucking bar magnet up and your compass will work properly. When you're putting your compass in the field of the end to the bar magnet, you're using your compass wrong. This is the map they are referring to. The one with the magnetic mountain in the middle. Magnetite. It pulls your compass needle to the center. That's how everything in reality works. That's how navigation works. Everything is built and designed based on this. Now, if we take our iron filings with our map that he's referring to from Mercator, which is a very detailed map of the center, and I'm going to actually include an even older map just right after this point that I'm making. See how the lines of longitude align with the compass needle? Because it's the magnetic field line of the magnetic mountain in the center of the very detailed map that every culture, civilization, religion, cosmology, cosmogony, everything for all of recorded history refers to the navel of Earth, Mount Meru. The Buddhists called it something, the Hindus called it something. Every culture, everybody refers to this. This is the black square at Mecca. You are circling this mountain. Now let's check out an even older map, about 10 years or so. So first let's check out the North Pole, because that's what we're talking about, the magnetic North Pole, the thing that never moves. I don't care what anybody says. Geographic north is arbitrary nonsense, and you know that by your compass telling you where you are by two fixed points that you can visually see, and you don't use geographic north to determine your position. It's an add-on, just like I was saying with the Cartesian coordinates and polar coordinates in the other video. But strange, look how much land is up here at the center. Oh, weird, it resembles the other map quite a bit, doesn't it? 1,000,000%, we do not live on a floating rock in nothingness, created from an explosion of nothingness, held together by pseudo-fictitious forces.
So allegedly we're spinning, we're flying through space, we're going through all these different vectors, you just can't tell. But we have an earthquake, and then you can tell the Earth moves. All the Globers will say is, well, yeah, because the Earth is going at constant speed, you wouldn't be able to tell. Cool story. This is where Globers think we live. Oh, you just can't feel it. Oh, it's an illusion. So all these different vectors spinning, flying through space, but yet we can stack rocks perfectly. This would never, ever, ever happen if we lived on a spinning ball flying through space. You guys, it's time to wake up. The Earth is flat and stationary. We're not moving. Trust your senses. The Creator gave them to you for a reason.
How the sun and the moon rises, sets, their size, and their strength. First up is their size. For this, we go back to the first book of Enoch, chapter 78, where just below in the first few sentences, we see their actual names. And in the last sentence we read, these are the two great luminaries, referring to the sun and the moon. And continuing back up on the next page, it says their circumference is like the circumference of the heaven, singular, which we learned about in my firmament series. And the size of the circumference of both is alike. They are the same size, just like this. Now let's learn about their strength. And in the next sentence it says, in the circumference of the sun there are 7 portions of light, which means its strength. That's why in the beginning of the day the sun is not as strong as it is at noontime, and nor the same at sunset, which are added to it more than the moon. So its strength is stronger than the moon. I think we know that. Last but not least, their operation. Now, there are a few scriptures that speak on this, but I particularly like the one in Ecclesiastes. Okay, we're going to read 5, 6, and 7 really fast because they're just so juicy. Okay, it says, the sun rises and sets and hurries back to where it rises. The wind blows to the south and turns to the north. Round and round it goes, ever returning to its course, the lanes. All streams flow into the sea, yet the sea is never full. Okay, so now the fun part. But here we go. Last line. There is nothing new under the sun. Now remember, God's word is always accurate and true. Now to see what the rising and setting look like, let's go to my trusty dry erase board. Okay, here we go. Now don't clown on my drawing because it is what it is. Now this is the side view of what the biblical earth would look like, with the blue being the ice wall that goes around the earth, and then the sun and moon are inside the dome going around in a circuit over the landmass. And in this picture, remember when I talked about the sun's intensity? So when it rises, it's not as hot as it is when it's midday. And then as it starts to set, it also decreases in intensity. So this is what it would look like arcing, because we see that visibly. And this is what it would look like in its lane. So this is the top view. These are the lanes. There's a lot more I showed you on the other video. And this is how it would be jumping. Now there's continents underneath this, but I'm not even going to try to draw that. It would be arcing, 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 arcing. And a side view from the horizon, it would rise, set, rise, set, rise, set. You get it. And that's it.
What up everybody, it's the Bird Turk. And with this video, I'm going to show you how compass navigation works on the flat earth model. By the way, this is where we live. This compass would not work on a ball. Just saying. So I'm going to do this by using this magnet simulating the magnetic North Pole. As you can see, it is pointing right toward the center of the earth. Now if you want to go east, you'll follow east on the compass while keeping the north on the north. So you're following east but keeping the north on the north. This is east. See how perfect that is? Alright, all the way around. That is how east to west circumnavigation works. You cannot do north to south navigation because say you want to go south, you're going to hit that. Now this is how a compass works in real life. If you wanted to go southwest, you'll go southwest. See? Southeast. Okay? East. West. Perfectly. See that? But, alright guys, I just wanted to show you that. And that is an example of why we've only circumnavigated east to west and west to east, because you cannot circumnavigate north to south and end up back where you started, because we do not live on a ball. Alright guys.
So check this out, guys. Does anyone else remember the Felix Baumgartner Edge of Space jump? You're probably asking yourself, why is there so many flat earthers if there's video evidence and pictures of him up there, right? And oh, by the way, this was taken at 125,000 feet. But what if I told you that's not curvature that you're seeing, but a wide-angle lens that curves horizontal lines? Even Neil deGrasse Tyson came out publicly on video stating no one's seeing curvature from 125,000 feet.
At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball.
But there's only one problem with that. Curvature here, but no curvature here. So the next time you're about to say, we're seeing curvature from here, but not here, please stop yourself. So let me clear this up. You're not seeing curvature from a plane, and boats are not going over the horizon. They are simply getting too small to see.
Never know what's going to happen. This baby fell out of the sky and landed in our yard. It's never boring on the Welke farm. Thank God there's no horses out or it didn't hit the house. And it's still going and flashing.
Have you already forgotten that we've shown the example of how the iron filings and the compass align with the longitude on the map, which is the same as the iron filings, representing the magnetic field that is pointing to the source attraction in the center? This is exactly the thing you're saying isn't happening, but it's happening in reality. My iron filings align with the function of a compass. Its only function, the one single thing that it does. Iron filings on a bar magnet do nothing whatsoever, can help you navigate not a single bit. Oh, it's so stupid, bro. It's so stupid. Okay, so it aligns with the filings. Okay, now what? Now what, bro? I have a magnet. It's aligning with the longitudes, like a compass is supposed to, like how navigation works. All of the lines of latitude are your compass measurements around a fixed center point inside a magnetic field. You measure the field from the inside, not the outside. That's why the bar magnet's so stupid. It's not showing anything. So the largest consumer of helium, which is NASA, has this neutral buoyancy pool that they use in Texas, and it has a replica ISS in it, and that's where they stage all of the space ISS crap. With the other stuff when they're inside, it's all green screens, wires, and harnesses, and things like that. Augmented reality they use as well. So you should Google bubbles in space, and you can find some of these examples of astronauts in this pool and claiming to be in space. There's one right there. And yeah, you're being fucking played. I don't care that you call me crazy, because the truth does seem crazy, especially when involving these people who are fucking liars. The hairspray effect. It's so dumb.
Stop. You're going to want to watch this. SpaceX just proved that the firmament is real. Watch the SpaceX. They launched this rocket and they're going into space. They're going into space. You see the curvature too, right? Okay. What happens when it reaches the very top? We're going to see. Is it going to go to space? It bounced off. It's bounced. Boom! Explosion. Not going on anywhere. What is the other rocket going to do? Another kaboomy. Yeah, the ancient Egyptians knew. The Bible talks about the firmament. And if y'all didn't know, the globe Earth was taught very recently. Back in the days, they already knew that we was on a flat Earth. And the people that are still skeptical about it, go rewind the video and watch it again. See how that rocket hits the dome. Go watch any other rocket take off and see where that leads them. It's gonna happen again. Another explosion soon as it hit the dome.
Today we're going to look at a list of some lighthouse impossibilities. First, let's take a look at the Isle of Wight Lighthouse. The Isle of Wight Lighthouse in England is 180 feet high and can be seen up to 42 miles away, a distance at which modern astronomers say the light should be falling 996 feet below the line of sight. Let's imagine we're at the top of this lighthouse looking out. If we are up 180 feet looking out 42 miles, the physical horizon would be 16 miles out, and anything we're looking at 42 miles away would be 436 feet below the horizon. Cape Lagula in South Africa. It sits at 238 feet above sea level and it's seen 50 miles. So if we're up on the top of that at 238 feet looking out 50 miles, the horizon will be 18 miles away and anything we're looking at will be 645 feet below the horizon line. Now the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is 326 feet above sea level, and it's seen from up to 60 miles away. So if we were standing on top of the Statue of Liberty looking 60 miles out, well, the horizon line itself would be 22 miles away, and anything we're looking at 60 miles away would be 957 feet below the horizon. Now, the highlighted topic here, Port Said Lighthouse in Egypt is at an elevation of only 60 feet. And has been seen at an astonishing 58 miles away. According to modern astronomy, it should be 2,182 feet below the line of sight. Let's say we're 60 feet up in that thing, looking out 58 miles. Where would the horizon be? Oh, 9 miles away, okay. And then anything that was 58 miles away would be 1,569 feet below the horizon? Wow. Lighthouses are made to find your way. So you can be 60 miles out in a boat on the ocean and you'd find your way to shore due to these lighthouses. But with the spherical geometry, some impossibilities occur.
You debunked yourself. Why are you lying? Look at the date time. It's 2014. Just to be clear, he meant the NBC News and The Atlantic articles accidentally included a fake photo of Earth that was uploaded to Wikipedia in 2014. The problem, the articles are from 2011 and 2012, and also European Space Agency uses this image and many others. I'm going to show you this.
It's lying because the Red Sea is not right in the 1972 Blue Marble.
Yes.
And that picture was supposed to be taken on film, actual film. So how could this error be there? Well, let's dig in.
Yes, let's dig in.
A reverse image search brought me to Wikipedia.
Okay, stop. Let's make a research and we drag this file here and there we go. Okay, let's go to the source code. And Wikipedia is not the first result, right? All of those pictures got those those mistakes, okay? Those mistakes. And here you got sites. Deutschlandfunk. Oh, ESA was using the same picture. LinkedIn, German Funk. Microsoft also. It's always the same picture, okay? But we are not at Wikipedia. Let's go down. Environment, Society, ESA, European. Okay, let's click again. ESA, Bandcamp, ESA, Tool, Pacia. Oh, okay. Class of LinkedIn. Here, Wikipedia. Here we go. Okay, let's click on this Wikipedia. There we go. Okay, it's from Wikipedia. Let's scroll down. And why are you lying? Look at the date time. It's 2014, okay? 2014, but the article from NBC News is from 2012, so 2 years before, okay? And you got this mistakes here. And The Atlantic, you got this from 2011, okay? So why are you lying? Can you go ahead?
This is the only place I could find this image. And what does it say down below this image? This image has been modified identified at the source to distort the area of the Red Sea. No documentation has been found
Wikipedia.
as to why this was done.
It was many pages downside.
The correct version of 1972 Bible, which has the Red Sea normal. But on that Wikipedia...
And here we go. 2014, right?
If you scroll down...
You debunked yourself.
The flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Idialenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.